Good day. Welcome back. I am Sue Pickering. I am here to do an energy update today. What is happening? I spent a lot of time. It was solstice this past weekend. I'm recording this on the Monday after the solstice, so it'll come out on Tuesday. I spent a lot of time really receiving a lot of messages this past weekend about healing, about manifesting all of the things that are happening right now with our world. Time. How many people here feel like time is just moving so fast? It is like already half the year's over. How is that possible? Feels like we just got here. So the time is going to start getting where we're not going to look at the clock. We're not going to be pressed for doing things all the time and getting things done around a 24-hour clock. Okay, it is breaking down into we're not going to be eating when it's lunchtime, things like that. So they shared with me that if you are hungry, then eat. If you are, not hungry, don't eat, even if the clock says so. There is that it truly is changing. We are moving into the highest frequency possible for us. Okay, we're really shifting. We're changing. Our bodies are not in the old systems anymore. People are not sleeping through the night. They are, waking up and feeling like they need to go clean the house or whatever, right? So the time is not it's not going to be what we see it as right now. There are like I mentioned, the sleep. If you're tired, sleep. If not, if you have a 9 to 5, that's really hard to do, but we're shifting. We're just doing a lot of shifting. Okay. They're talked about, there's a calibration of the new frequencies, and part of that is relationships. Okay. Really understanding that. I know many people have been going through it for a while, but it's getting more and more prominent right now, where friendships, there's becoming a big gap between people. Our frequencies are not aligned anymore. We're shifting, we're changing. Society is not going to be what we see it in 10 years from now. It's just not going to be. So it's just, there's this gap in relationships where it's just things are not in alignment anymore. It's not your truth. So we're moving into a space where we're following more of our inner truth. If someone is not in alignment, we just don't spend time with them anymore. It's just where it's at. There's a space here that we are rebuilding with these higher frequencies. Like I said, time, it's going to be so right now, when we want to manifest something, we go through the things. Sometimes we have to do some healing. Sometimes we have to do some, discovering of who we are, our truth, our authentic self. There's a lot that we've been working through, and it takes time to manifest sometimes, right? The masculine, feminine, the divine, and all of the things. So, but what they're sharing with me is, because time is not going to matter anymore, they're showing me that when you wake up in the morning and you say something, it's going to happen by the end of the day. We're moving into very, very, very fast frequencies and what we can create. Okay, so be careful when you get up in the morning. Be careful, like before you reach for your phone or anything like that. Set some intentions on what you want your day to look like, because it's going to start happening faster and faster. I know that for me personally, my dreams when I wake up are happening by the end of the day. It is crazy. It used to be years. Now it's like it happens by the end of the day in most cases, not all cases, but most cases. So we're moving into a place where if you wake up and you're scared of something, boom, it's going to happen like right now. If you are, it's that waking up and that joy of what it is you desire, it's boom, it's going to happen. It's going to happen so much faster than what you ever imagined. That is because we're stepping into higher frequencies. We're stepping into our truth. We're stepping into our own awarenesses as we move forward. Okay. We're stepping into those miracles. But if we are in that space of this is another video, but where we need to heal that inner child space, that space where we are protecting ourselves all the time, then it's going to take that much longer to reach those miracles that we are desiring, that we are moving toward. That is something that I can help you with. If that is something, I can do soul journeys and things like that. That helps. That's for another time though. But if it's something you're interested, contact me. We're moving from a space also, like right now we're in survival. How do I create enough money to survive even though I don't like my job? There's just those kinds of things. We're not, when we're in that survival, in that space of survival, how to protect myself, how to create, because my higher self says I want to help people, but I am in a space where I need to create money. That is survival. We're moving out of that space. We're moving more into the why and what you are doing. Instead of being in survival, it's what can I create to become the best version of myself, to be who I am desiring, who I truly am from my soul level. There's a space of, and that is part of the how do I protect myself? That's the survival. I need to go to work to make sure that I have enough money to protect my, materialistic wealth. Okay. That's going away. That it's like, where can I contribute now, rather than being in a space where I have to be in survival? What can I be? Who can I, become? What can I create to be in a space where I don't have to feel like I am having to, survive. And right now, a lot of people, and we have been in the past, if you're not right now, we always thought like, what if something goes wrong? What if, right? It's that fear factor that you can really notice that the fear is there, it's real, but we're moving into now what is possible. Rather than seeing the fear, you look at the other side of the coin and say, if I step in, what are the possibilities, right? Of creating something amazing and all of the things. So we go into all of the possibilities and of what can be. Like I said, the old frequencies, they're dying off. The old systems, they're dying off. We are moving, like everything is falling away. That what we thought, we are not buying into the belief systems that were taught to us. What we were taught, what we thought was our truth, is we're discovering that it is not our truth. And they're just saying we are free. We are free to build. We are free to discover. We are free to be who we want to be. We are free to create the life that we want. We are free to choose when we eat, when we sleep. Those are the things that are really, really coming to the forefront of what I sat with this weekend. And again, another part was the healing aspect of the old self, letting go of the old version of ourselves, or the version that we were before we had societal things happen to us, and before we were told we weren't enough, or before we were told we couldn't do something. We're breaking free from that. We're letting go of that old version of ourself that we thought we were. Okay. The tree of illumination, truth, revelations, and understanding. Isn't that beautiful? There is a space here that is beautiful. This is, truly a big piece of what is happening here. I don't pull these cards typically on screen. This deck is typically for myself. It is about following your truth. This is about you going to a space, being in nature. There's wisdom in trees. They hold years and years and years of, weather. They hold years and years of, everything that's happened. They survive pretty much everything. This is about you stepping into your truth. This is you stepping into that healing aspect of breaking free of what is no longer helping you get to those miracles that you so deserve. Okay, what feel like miracles. Is just a word that we use that is like, feels like it's not reachable, but it truly is. It's here. It's within us. It's ready for us to take, and we have to be prepared to reach for it and grab for it, instead of protecting ourselves from, that survival that we've been in. Okay. So much wisdom in this card. And what do you wish for? This is where we're at. What are you wishing for? We're moving into a space where what you wish for, that saying, careful what you wish for. Yes, careful what you wish for, because it's coming, and it's going to start coming faster and faster. It will come faster the more that you are in your truth. It'll come faster the more that you are letting go of those old habits, those old energies, what society has put on you. Everything is crumbling. Everything. We are not even going to understand what this world is like in 10 years, what we were living in. It's going to be just, it's crazy. The tipping point has happened. We are on the other side of it. The higher frequencies are so prominent right now. And the more we're in it, the more higher we become, the more that lower dense energies cannot reach. I always have known, and I've been taught this too, and it is my truth, that the higher you vibrate, the lower vibrations cannot meet you, because they can't reach you unless they do the things that they need to do to reach those points, right? There is some magic for us to have. There is some magic that they're saying that's going to meet us. Okay, they're sharing that this magic is there. This wisdom is meeting us, but we have to be moving our vibration to a higher state. Okay, there is a lot happening right now. There's a lot of energies happening right now. More vivid dreams, more moving into those aspects of things are not in alignment any longer. People are not in alignment any longer. There's no wrong about it. Don't make yourself wrong. Don't make yourself be in a space where you, because you're not best friends with your best friend anymore. It's okay. It's just the gap. It's where you are at. Have gratitude in the journey that you have stepped up into, in discovering more of your own truth, discovering where you want to take your world and live your life. It's for a long time, people have been feeling lonely. It's a space where, people in my world talk about it a lot, about feeling lonely. Ask for help. Ask your guides. Your guides are the universe, God, whatever you believe in. It's bigger. It's bigger than what you imagine. And you are not alone. Whenever I had those feelings, it's been a long time since I felt like that. But whenever I've had those feelings, I would go deep within. I would retract. I would pull myself in and really look at connecting with my guides, my whole team. I have a whole team, and that is where it's at for me. And we tend to then, instead of projecting or asking, giving up our power and asking other people, what would you do? What should I do? We go inward and we listen to our guidance. We listen to our higher self, our soul. This is what it's about. It's about listening to your soul and where you want to take yourself in this world, where you want to connect, what is your truth. And there's no right or wrong. Your truth is your truth, and allow other people to have their truth. And it's just how it is, and it's acceptance, and it's unconditional. Your friendships, your love, unconditional. It is just is, okay? The more that you are connected to these higher frequencies, the more that you will just be. Being is so important, rather than, how do I get this done? How do I do this? What do I need to do? That's chasing. That's outside of yourself. That's not connection to your soul. That's not looking at the miracle that is within you to have all of the things that you desire, okay? Materialistic things are not going to be as important, because it just isn't. There's a lot happening with time and how we manifest. It is going to shift. I may be way ahead of my time here, but I'm not feeling like it's that far ahead. But this is what I've been getting. I wanted to share it with you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I will be in my membership. Right now, this is a free video, but in my membership, this is what's going to be coming in my membership, more of this. And it's just not going to be out on the airwaves as much right now. I'm just putting it out there, and because I want a lot of people to see this. So I thank you. Please do share it with someone that you feel that could benefit or is on the journey where they're discovering more, just as all of us are. But please do share. If you are wanting a reading or, a soul journey, like I mentioned, connecting to that, those spaces where you want to listen to your soul and in where you're going, the things you want that need to be healed, all of the things, okay? I can help you with that. Just connect with me. Everything is in the description below. And I thank you for being here, and I hope you have a magical day. Much love.